Greetings Commanders, Stealth Boy here. Today's video is the first in a long line of guides that I'll be creating to help you master the skills required to progress efficiently through Odyssey's missions and open world content. One of the key skills in Odyssey, and one aspect I absolutely love about the expansion, is its stealth mechanics. If you've tried some missions in Odyssey and gotten frustrated by constantly being attacked or fined for breaking rules, or if you're tired of hunting for restore settlement missions just to get some materials to upgrade your gear, then this video will break down all of the rules of stealth and help you to understand how to remain completely undetected. This is what you'll learn from today's guide. You'll learn why stealth is important in Odyssey and why you need to use it. You'll get an understanding of the concepts and rules around how stealth and detection works. You'll also learn what you can do to avoid detection by NPCs. Before I continue, some news that's relevant to this topic. As of the first Odyssey patch released on the 27th of May, the way that NPCs react to you has been relaxed a little. This guide does reflect those changes, so it's up to date as of Odyssey Update 1. So why use stealth and why is it so important? Well, the main reason is that many of Odyssey's missions will need you to remain undetected when completing the task. For example, many missions have a variant named Covert, and these missions must be completed without the settlement alarms being raised. Another reason is that being a master of stealth will allow you to infiltrate all settlements, even those that are fully active and full of NPCs. And this means you can get your upgrade materials from anywhere, not just locations tied to a mission. In addition to that, combat can be a lot easier if you utilize stealth because this lets you control when and where to engage the enemy. The concepts of stealth-based combat won't be covered in this video, but once you've watched it, you'll be much better prepared, and a guide focused on this topic will be released in future. And finally, stealth is just a ton of fun. So, let's get to it. I'll now go through all the concepts of stealth, and I like to call these the rules of stealth, and I'll refer to them as such going forward. The stealth mechanic follows this basic process: detection, reaction, escalation or resolution, and resetting. First up, let's go through detection. There are two main principles of detection, and they are visual and audible. Always remember, if an NPC cannot see you, they will not react to you. If an NPC cannot see you, they may still be able to hear you. And how far away from an NPC you are matters. Secondly, we have reaction. The principles of how an NPC reacts are: aggressive NPCs, for example scavengers, will react to you at the maximum visual range if they have line of sight to you. The range of this is around 3 circles on the radar in good light and close to 2 circles if dark, and they're using a flashlight, much less if not. Non-aggressive NPCs work differently. When and why they react differs depending on what you are doing. When you are not visibly breaking any law, non-aggressive NPCs will react to you at the minimum visual range, which can be gauged roughly by the red circle on the radar. When you get within the red circle, guards will attempt to scan you for bounties or stolen, forbidden goods.
Fed types are usually busy.
Scan detected.
Always legal work.
When you get within the red circle from workers, they will greet you.
We don't often get visitors here.
Both will get grumpy with you if you get too close.
What are you up to? What are you doing?
But they won't get aggressive because of this. These are the things you are not allowed to do in any settlement. Attack someone. Carry any weapon unholstered. Steal any item. Trespass into restricted areas. Scan anyone, or use any of the illegal modes on your tools. Use your cutter, or activate any panels that will set off an alarm. If you wish to remain undetected, it's important that you do none of those actions in visible range of any NPC at a settlement. Next up, it's useful to know how NPC reactions can escalate or be resolved without conflict. If an NPC is aggressive towards you, then they will continue to hunt you down until either of you die or you continuously remain out of their visual range for around 30 seconds or so. If you remain hidden long enough, they will cancel their search for you and return to their usual patrol route. One of the visible infractions you should be wary of is it's not allowed to carry any weapon, so you need to holster these when they're not in use.
Stow your weapon. From now on, stick to the rules.
When a non-aggressive NPC sees this, they will warn you and tell you to put it away. So long as you do this quickly enough, they will leave you alone. If you do not do this, or if they spot you doing it again, they will immediately turn aggressive. Guards that can scan you will leave you alone if you have no bounty and carry no traceable stolen goods or any mission items. You must remain close to the guard to allow them to complete their scan, otherwise they will automatically attack you. Watch for this message on your HUD and listen out for the audible cues.
Ready, Commander. I'm gonna run you through the scanner.
If you have a bounty, or if you are carrying a traceable stolen item, or if you're carrying a mission item intended to sabotage operations in any way, they will turn aggressive and attack you.
Smuggler!
If a worker spots you trespassing, they will warn you, and if you exit the restricted area, they'll let you off with that warning.
Good. I'm glad I didn't have to take that any further.
If you do not comply, or if they see you committing any other visible crime, then they'll turn aggressive immediately. When a settlement NPC turns aggressive, they will shortly begin to radio for assistance. If they do this and you don't stop them in time, and the settlement alarms are enabled, the alarm will sound and the settlement will attack you. Remember, in all cases, if you can remain undetected for long enough, then the alarm and the search is reset. Sometimes you could just escape and hide and try again. How do you avoid detection? The basic approach you should always take is: Number 1, don't get seen. So use the environment to hide behind walls and crouch to remain hidden where appropriate. A great tip to help with this is to passively scan NPCs like this. They will then remain on your radar permanently, and you can then track their movements even when you cannot see them. And another useful strategy is to stay on the rooftops as much as you can when moving about the settlements. Number 2, be as quiet as you can. Crouch or walk if you do not want NPCs to be aware of your movements. If you must make a sound, then try to wait until there are no NPCs too close to you. The things that make sounds are footsteps when not crouched or walking, dropping from a height or jumping, firing a weapon, using your overcharge attack, and opening a locker or container. Number 3, if you're carrying something you shouldn't, avoid guards at all costs. Passive scan as many guards as you can to help avoid them. Number 4, stay behind any NPC if you wish to remain undetected, and just to make sure, stay crouched. As you can see here, this NPC was aware of me and looked over their shoulder to spot me cloning their ID. This is how you should do it instead.
Security profile cloned.
5, and another important thing to be aware of: if you are going to deactivate any settlement equipment, for example to deactivate the power regulator housing or open sample containers and so on, then NPCs will react to this unless you have first disabled the alarms via an alarm control panel. This will be covered in more detail in the infiltration guide. So that concludes the definitive stealth guide. I hope you found it useful. If you have further questions, then please do comment. The next guide will expand upon these rules to demonstrate how to infiltrate settlements, and this sequence of guides will go into great detail how to use this to complete lots of different mission types, grab lots of critical materials for weapon and suit upgrades, and lots more. If you've enjoyed this video and are keen to learn more, please do like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when I release more videos. Thanks for watching. Stay stealthy, Commanders.